Well, that was the original Austen Room. I am now ready for Jane Austen 2.0, a complete revision of this guest room. Now, after 3 years of having family live here, this room is empty once again. I'm going to go over my to-do list, the goals for this video. I'm going to show you 3 amazing bedding choices and how I decided to arrange the room. Let's start with the new addition of this settee. I think it is absolutely gorgeous. I had a friend that saw it on a job site and the owners were getting rid of it. She called me and I went to take a look, and of course I wanted it. Now this went straight into storage because our family was already moving in and I knew it was going to have to wait. I had no idea it would be 3 years, but now it's officially in the Austen Room. Let's take a look at my to-do list. Clean walls, touch-up paint, gallery wall, set up the bed, decide on bedding, go through stored items, move the bookcase, and find a temporary nightstand and light for my upcoming guest. This really did need some cleaning. I cleaned all the board and batten, especially in all the nooks and crannies, all of the trim, and the light switch and outlet covers. To prep for painting, I needed to fill in all of the nail holes and wipe off any of the excess. Then I got my paint and just began to do touch-ups. I already had the white paint. It's alabaster. It's what I've used in my entire home. I made the mistake of not writing down the other color, so I had to cut out a quarter-size piece, take it to Home Depot, and they did a color match for me. Last project of the day. It's about 11 o'clock at night. This is the box that's been in storage for the last 3 years. It's all of the artwork for the gallery wall. I'm going to need to dust off all of these pieces, and I couldn't even remember where they went. In fact, I'm sure I'm going to see pieces I forgot all about. So I had to go back to my video, the series of how to decorate a room from start to finish, find the gallery wall video and screenshot it so I know where this stuff goes. It would be nice to use the same bedding, except that we've swapped out beds. And instead of a queen in here, I've got a king. This is a Target velvet coverlet that I thrifted last year. I put it on at Christmas and I love it, but it might be just right in here. I also purchased 2 other things so that I can kind of compare, and let's see how these look. You might think I forgot something. I know the mattress isn't on here. There is no way I can lift a foam king-size mattress by myself. So I have to wait till my husband gets home. But I wanted to go ahead and try some options. The previous guest room started with this as my inspiration piece. I thrifted this fabric and I just thought it was so beautiful. And I ended up making this pillow. So this is one option, and I could bring a little bit of the pink in if I wanted to. I'm kind of thinking I don't want to. I had the pink for a while, and I'm not sure that I want to use it anymore. We'll see. I also have this pillow. It's kind of on the small side, just a little touch of color. Because the velvet's a little heavier, I was thinking that just for summer, I could use this Madelaise quilt. Let's try the other ones. And these shams are king size, so that means they will be large, which would be really great. I love velvet, and these pillows with the ruffle edge I think are so cute. Let's see, be a little more that way. So here's one option, and with a print this fine, it's a lot on the eye, so I definitely would make sure to break it up by putting a throw on the end. Okay, this option is a blue velvet, and it is quite beautiful. I'm not sure that it's right for in here. It actually might go better in the other guest room, which is a little darker. But these are the pillows that I had in the Austen room before. So, yeah, I don't know. Let's see. I just grabbed pillows from downstairs. It is the advantage of having kind of a central color scheme throughout your house. It doesn't mean every room has to be the same, but I have blues, grays, beiges, creams in every room. Oh, I love this one. And this one from my bedroom. Well, it's a new day and we've got the bed all put together. I'm going to put on the sheets. I found these beautiful organic cotton sheets at Costco, and I love the pattern. They're so pretty. I also took off all of these glass covers, light bulb covers. What are these called? Glass shades off of the ceiling fans to wash them. And you don't even realize how dirty they are until you get them clean. I'm also going to put up the curtains that were in here before. When I first did the Austen room, this was, and remains to this day, my best thrifted find ever, Pottery Barn linen drapes. I will link the video below so you can see how I got them. Absolutely incredible. They're so beautiful and I can't wait to get them up. My mom will be coming for a visit and staying 2 nights, and so I'm really hustling to make this place presentable and functional. This sheet set came with 4 pillowcases, which is amazing. So that's going to allow me to have 3 pillows in the same sheet fabric in the back, and then I will put 2 pillows with shams on the front. And this middle pillow, I'm going to go ahead and tuck in the excess. And I always use pillow protectors. I just get a cotton zip up that covers the pillow. That way, if you remove the pillowcase and you see some staining on that, you have another layer that you can remove and wash. So helpful, especially for a guest room. That's what we do in our Airbnb as well. For this bed, it's really nice because this is the center of the bed. So that makes placing pillows much easier. This is another pillow originally from the Austen room that I made out of a blouse. And here's the front of it with the buttons. I just loved the fabric. I want to explain the choice I made for the bedding. I get so excited about doing a new room, and I also felt the pressure of having to do this quickly, went out, bought a bunch of stuff, and then I realized I have things I can use. I have a king size bed myself, that's what this is. I have this white coverlet. I also have the green. And if I end up deciding to use the green in my room this winter, then I'll get something else for here. Or I'll use the green here, get something else for my bedroom. But for right now, I can use what I have. And the lure of always having something new, different, better is so strong. And so I'm fighting against that and hoping to encourage you, be content with what you have. So important. And I believe that is part of being a good steward of what God has given us and being thankful rather than discontented. Well, this is kind of like Christmas. Our kids lived here for 3 years, and when I packed up the Austen room, some of it went in my closet and the rest of it went into Joanna and Jesse's storage. And so now that's all cleaned out. They have all their furniture in their new home, and I have things I haven't seen for years. So I'm gonna kind of go through everything. You already saw the linens that were in my closet. I did not want to put these in the storage unit. And I decided to move away from the pink. So getting rid of my inspiration piece, it's so beautiful. I'll probably sell this pillow. And I need to see what else I have to see what's gonna stay and what's gonna go. Well, right off, I have these really cool waffle weave towels that my daughter gave me for Christmas, and I put them in here right away because I knew I wanted them in the guest bath. Oh, hand towels and washcloths. I love this globe. I had it downstairs on the bookshelves, but I knew I wanted it for our other guest room. And I'm not going to tell you yet about that, what I'm doing in there, but that's where this is gonna go. Okay, over on this side, this lamp that I thrifted and spray painted, really cute. It sat on the little writing desk. Oh, this clock. Oh, it's just so beautiful. It is electric, obviously. Look at that. Can't wait to put that back in here. These are something I thrifted later on. They're all kind of equestrian, like fox hunt, very Ralph Lauren. Love these, perfect for an English bedroom. I had several books, just some old ones that are so pretty. The Wisdom of Jane Austen, this is all quotes by her. A doily that a dear friend gave me. This is Pride and Prejudice. What else have we got in here? Sense and Sensibility. And this is just a little crate that has some different memorabilia. A memorandum book from my grandmother where she wrote down everything that she spent from day to day. An autograph book of hers that she had all of her classmates sign. Just a couple of little books that are so sweet. Oh, and this beautiful photo of my grandfather. And this one I can't remember. Oh, it's my great grandfather and his brother. They were twins. And I had these up as well. Now, other things that were in the storage unit were the writing desk. I'll be bringing that in from the garage. This pegboard, which was hanging right here behind me. It's very dusty. And this picture. And if you didn't see the original Jane Austen room, I had thrifted this painting. I really loved it, but it was very old. It was yellowed and kind of gross. And I went in and I touched up with some white and just kind of brightened it up. And now I really like it. Now, I love this. It was my great-grandmother's, but I am unable to clean this seat. And that makes me really sad because it doesn't look great, but I don't know. I might do some more research and see if there's another way that I can clean this. If you have any suggestions, please let me know. Another doily, also from my friends Kevin and Amy. Also, there is a little curtain here that I put up in the closet just to kind of bring some softness to this area because I don't use the doors. I traded Joanna a couch for this gorgeous bookcase. It was too large for her new home and I'm so excited. If you don't have sliders to move your furniture, you have got to get some. I use them all the time and that's how I'm able to move something this big and heavy. Usually I can just tip up the piece and slip out the sliders with my foot. These are going under the dresser. If you do grab these, I will put a link in the description box. The smooth ones are for carpet and the fuzzy soft ones are for hard floors. Now again, this is only temporary, but at least I can have a bedside light for my mom and have a place for her to charge her phone. Lastly, because this is such a thin coverlet, even though it's summer, I want the option of a blanket. And this is just one I had, so I think it'll be nice just to have something cozy on the bed. Well, it's time to call it a night. I'm pretty tired, and my mom will be here tomorrow. I'm so glad she is coming because it really pushed me to get as much done as I did. But there is more to do, and I hope that you will stick around and join me for the next sections of this series, finishing this guest room and then what I have planned for the other one. If you enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up and consider sharing with a friend who may need some decorating inspiration. I think this will obviously turn into a series. I'm not sure what to call it, the saga of the 2 guest rooms, a tale of 2 guest rooms. I don't know, give me your ideas below. But this will be probably at least 1 more video for this side, 2 videos for the other side, and then the bathroom as well. It's always a pleasure to have you here on The Peaceful Home. I hope you have an amazing day.